2025 is almost here, and with it comes a new opportunity to rewrite your story. A fresh cycle to leave behind everything that has held you back from achieving what you truly desire and embrace the opportunities that can take you far beyond what you imagine. But with so many challenges and uncertainties surrounding us, how can we truly prosper in the new year? In today's video, we'll explore how you can make 2025 the most prosperous year of your life. And I'm not just talking about material wealth, but emotional prosperity, mental clarity, and the fulfillment of your greatest desires. Because guess what? Everything you need to thrive is already within you. The secret lies in discovering how to use self-awareness, mental clarity, and the ability to manifest your desires, to create a life aligned with your deepest dreams. 2025 could be the year you change everything. But for that to happen, it all starts with a simple decision. Believe in your potential. Thriving is not something that depends on the world around you, but rather on what you have within. Prosperity begins with self-awareness, because how can you achieve something if you don't know who you truly are and what you want for your life? As the year draws to a close, it's natural for us to feel compelled to reflect on the past months. What have we achieved? What challenges did we face? What have we learned from all of this? These questions are essential for evaluating our growth and setting a clearer path for the next cycle ahead. Reflecting on the past year is more than a practice of looking back. It's a moment for learning and evolution. Often, we are so focused on achieving goals and handling everyday tasks that we forget to look back and realize how far we've come. Sometimes, simply taking a pause to observe what we've experienced is the first step to reconnecting with our journey. The first part of this reflection is looking at the challenges we've faced. We all encounter obstacles throughout the year, some more complex, others seemingly simple, but all of them requiring us to adapt. When we're in the midst of a struggle, it's hard to see beyond the immediate situation. However, when we look back at those moments with some distance, we can recognize the strength we gained by overcoming them. The most important thing here is not the problem itself, but how we responded to it. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, and true growth comes from the adversities we manage to overcome. When we reflect on these obstacles, we often realize that true victory isn't in the immediate solution, but in the resilience we've developed through the process. Every time we manage to handle a difficulty, we're strengthening our ability to face the next one. Moreover, challenges can teach us something about ourselves, how we react under pressure, what our limitations are, and more importantly, what our strengths are. Each challenge we overcome is a lesson that prepares us for the future. After considering the obstacles, it's time to celebrate the victories. Often, we go through a series of challenges, and when we overcome one, we immediately focus on the next, without taking a moment to celebrate what we've already achieved. That's why it's essential to pause and acknowledge your victories, no matter how small they seem. Sometimes, a small progress can be more meaningful than a major achievement. If you've made progress toward your goals, if you've managed to stay steady even when things seem tough, that's already a victory. These victories are proof that you're evolving. Reflecting on the moments when we acted with courage, when we made important decisions, or when we overcame our own insecurities, is a way to reinforce our self-confidence. Every step taken, even if small, is shaping the person we're becoming. Personal evolution isn't always a giant leap, but a series of small victories that accumulate over time. If you're more aware of your actions, more focused on your goals, or more confident, that's evolution. The key is to notice these progressions and validate them, because every change, no matter how small, is part of the growth journey. Another crucial aspect of reflecting on the past year is understanding the moments of failure and frustration. Failure, often seen as something negative, can be one of the greatest sources of learning. It's through our mistakes that we learn what didn't work and what we can improve. When we fail, we have the opportunity to stop and reassess our methods, choices, and intentions. Failure teaches us to be more careful and strategic, preparing us to make better decisions in the future. Therefore, when reflecting on the mistakes of the year, it's important to adopt a constructive mindset. Ask yourself, what did this failure teach me? How can I do it differently next time? This attitude of continuous learning is what turns a mistake into a stepping stone for success. Now, more than ever, it's also important to look at what has changed within us. Over the course of a year, our worldview, our priorities, and even our perception of ourselves can evolve. What once seemed like a major concern may, over time, become something less significant. What once didn't make sense may now be clearer. Often we grow in subtle ways without realizing it, but by reflecting on this, we can see how far we've come. Personal evolution is not a linear process. It happens in waves, with ups and downs, but always with constant learning. Therefore, when reflecting on the past year, try not to focus solely on the end results, but also on who you've become along the way. Look at the year with gratitude for the lessons it brought, the opportunities it gave, and the people who crossed your path. The year that's passed, with its highs and lows, wasn't in vain. Every moment, whether of success or challenge, contributed to your growth. Finally, remember that true personal evolution is not only about reaching goals or overcoming challenges, but about how you feel about yourself after all of it. When reflecting on the year, think about how you feel now, wiser, more mature, or more at peace. If you've learned something new about yourself, grown in any area of your life, or simply become more grateful for your journey, you have already evolved. When looking back at the past year, be kind to yourself. The most important thing isn't achieving perfection, but learning from every step and moving forward with more wisdom and courage. The year that's passed is a part of who you are, and what matters now is what you'll do with what you've learned and how you'll use that knowledge to continue your evolution in the year ahead. Now think about your values. What matters most to you? Freedom, family, personal growth? Your choices for 2025 should reflect these values. When you make decisions that align with what truly matters to you, it becomes easier to thrive in any area of life. As Roy E. Disney said, when your values are clear, your decisions become easier. And it's true. When you know what's essential to your life, choosing what to do and what not to do becomes much simpler and more straightforward. When your values are clear, your choices will have more purpose and strength. In the process of setting goals for the new year, it is crucial to connect with what is truly important to us. When we do this, we find mental clarity. Clarity helps us distinguish between external influences and genuine desires that come from within. Only when we can separate these influences can we plan a life aligned with our values and priorities. The first step in achieving mental clarity is to understand our values deeply. Values are the principles that guide our decisions, the beliefs that drive us to act in certain ways, and the things that truly matter in our lives. Ask yourself, what really matters to me? What makes me feel fulfilled and at peace with my life? Some people may value freedom, others security or connection with others, while some may value personal growth or creativity. Reflecting on your values is essential because it helps us make more conscious decisions. If we don't know what we truly want or what's important to us, we may end up making decisions based on superficial desires or external influences that don't lead us anywhere. For example, the desire for more money or recognition may be fueled by social expectations. But when we look inward, we realize that what we really seek is emotional stability, time with family, or the freedom to pursue our own projects. When we understand what's truly important, our choices become easier and more aligned with our true purpose. Values are not just a set of abstract beliefs or principles, but something that should reflect our actions in everyday life. For example, if one of your most important values is family, It's crucial that you adjust your decisions and behaviors accordingly. This may mean dedicating more time to those you love, learning to say no to commitments that take you away from your family, or even redefining your work to achieve a better balance between professional and personal life. When our actions align with our values, we feel more satisfaction and less frustration because we are living authentically and true to ourselves. Now, as we reflect on what we truly desire for the new year, it's important to ask, what really brings me happiness and fulfillment? Often we find ourselves driven by expectations that are not our own, such as desires imposed by society, friends, or family. Social media, for example, often presents success and happiness standards that may not align with our own needs. However, when we are able to identify our own desires and not those of others, we take a big step toward true happiness. One of the biggest challenges is recognizing and honoring these true desires, as they may differ from what we usually accept as important. You may discover that what you truly want is not a promotion at work or more material possessions, but more time for yourself to focus on your mental health or more freedom to explore your creativity. It's crucial to recognize these desires, even if they don't match what others expect from you. Once we can identify what we truly want, we begin to create a clearer plan for the future. However, mental clarity doesn't come just from recognizing our desires, but also from our ability to filter distractions and focus on what really matters. Mental clarity allows us to see the possibilities around us, identify the opportunities that will bring us closer to our goals, and act in a more focused and productive way. A powerful way to achieve mental clarity is through the practice of meditation or deep reflection. This allows us to slow down, quiet the scattered thoughts, and connect with our inner selves. A few minutes of silence each day can help us reassess what is most important, renew our energy, and set more precise goals. Additionally, this practice helps keep our minds calmer, preventing us from being carried away by the pressures of our environment or the expectations of others. In 2025, as you set your goals for the new year, remember that the process of reflection and connecting with your values is ongoing. What is important to you may change over time, and that is perfectly normal. Life is dynamic, and our values can evolve with our experiences and learning. However, the most important thing is that, no matter where we are on our journey, we strive to make decisions that align with what we truly want. Setting goals based on our authentic values and deep desires not only helps us create a clearer path, but also gives us the strength to face the challenges that arise. When we are connected to what really matters to us, we have more energy and motivation to keep going, even when things get tough. This clarity gives us confidence because we know we are living according to our true purpose. So when thinking about 2025 and everything you want to achieve, start by asking yourself, what really matters to me? What are my core values, and how can they guide my choices? When you commit to your true desires and gain mental clarity about what you want, you will be better prepared to face the new year with courage, focus, and determination. Ultimately, true prosperity does not come from achieving external goals or meeting others' expectations, but from living a life aligned with who we really are and what we truly desire. The path to success and happiness begins when we decide to listen to our own voice instead of following the voices of others. After reflecting on your victories and values, it's time to understand your skills. We all have something unique and valuable to offer the world. What skills set you apart? Perhaps you excel at problem solving, have a knack for connecting with others, or are extremely creative. Sometimes the most powerful skills are hidden in the experiences we've lived. Ask yourself, what skills helped me overcome challenges in the past? How can I use those same skills to thrive in 2025? When we talk about skills and talents, the first thing that comes to mind is often acquired competencies or technical skills. However, our greatest strengths may be much more subtle like the way we connect with others, our ability to solve problems, or our ease in learning new concepts. These skills may be present in our daily routines, but because they come naturally, we may not realize how valuable they truly are. The first step is to reflect on the situations where you excel, even without making a conscious effort. What are the activities or tasks you perform with ease, while others may struggle with them? If you find it easy to handle practical matters, you may realize that you have a talent for organization or management. On the other hand, if you're someone who feels comfortable dealing with people, you might have a natural skill for communication, leadership, or counseling. To understand where your strengths lie, a good exercise is to make a list of experiences and moments when you felt successful or accomplished. Look at the times you stood out, whether at work, in studies, or in personal projects. Ask yourself, which activities gave me satisfaction? Or, in what tasks was I most efficient? Often, these moments reveal talents that emerge spontaneously, even without major intentions. Additionally, it's helpful to seek feedback from those around you. Friends, family, or coworkers may notice abilities you haven't even recognized. Someone might comment on how you have a unique skill for listening to others, or how your creative vision always brings new solutions to problems. An outside perspective helps expand your self-awareness and identify qualities that may go unnoticed in your day-to-day life. Once you've identified your areas of strength, the next step is to reflect on how they align with your values and goals. What truly matters to you? What do you want to achieve? Now that you have an idea of where your skills shine, it's time to evaluate how these strengths can be directed toward your highest aspirations. For example, if one of your core values is freedom, and you have a knack for planning and organizing, you might explore fields like entrepreneurship or consulting. If, on the other hand, your goal is to help others and you have a natural ability to advise, perhaps psychology or coaching could align well with your skills. Clarity about what you value and want to achieve helps turn your skills into tangible actions. If your values involve personal growth and continuous learning, for instance, you might seek opportunities that involve education, whether as a mentor or a student. When actions are aligned with values, the work you do has more purpose, making the journey more meaningful and rewarding. Now that you know where you excel and what is most important to you, it's time to start thinking about the opportunities around you. The big question is, how can we leverage the skills we already have to uncover these possibilities? This involves being observant and open to learning new skills that complement our strengths. The key here is curiosity. Ask yourself, what do I need to learn to make my skills even more valuable? If you're good at solving complex problems, perhaps the next step is to learn a technical skill that complements this talent, like data analysis or programming. If you're naturally strong in communication, maybe a course in writing or public speaking could add more value to your potential. Seek courses, readings, workshops, and other resources that can expand your knowledge. And remember, learning doesn't have to be formal or limited to an academic setting. There are many informal opportunities to learn, such as podcasts, educational videos, and professional networks where people share knowledge. The important thing is never stop learning. After identifying your areas of strength and aligning them with your values, the next step is to turn those qualities into concrete actions that bring results. This requires discipline and a clear action plan. For example, if you have a natural ability to organize and a goal to advance in your career, you can start looking for leadership opportunities and projects that involve managing teams or processes. But even more importantly, remember that opportunities are constantly changing. The job market, people's needs, and social contexts are always evolving. The ability to adapt and recognize these changes is an opportunity in itself. Therefore, it's also important to keep an open mind for new possibilities that arise along the way. The journey to discovering where we have talent and how to use it to achieve our goals doesn't end with reflection. Along the way, it's necessary to make conscious decisions, set clear goals, and most importantly, take action. Only then will opportunities truly materialize. Remember that every skill you recognize is a key to a new gate. By identifying your strengths, aligning them with your values, and seeking to learn more, you create a path toward a more prosperous future that aligns with what you truly want to achieve. Don't be afraid to explore new possibilities. The world is full of opportunities waiting to be seized, and you already have the tools inside you to find them. Just take the first step, look within, and start taking action toward a future that you are shaping. Now that you've reflected on who you are, what matters to you, and what skills you possess, it's time to seek mental clarity. Without clarity, it's easy to get lost in distractions and make decisions that aren't aligned with what you truly want. But how do you gain mental clarity amidst so many stimuli and pieces of information? The key is to slow down. Take a moment during your day to stop everything and quiet your thoughts. This simple act can make all the difference. Meditation and conscious breathing are powerful tools to achieve this state of clarity. Let's try a brief breathing exercise. Take a deep breath for a few seconds and notice the difference this simple act can make in calming your mind. The more you practice this habit, the easier it will be to keep your mind clear and focused, even in the face of daily distractions. With a calmer mind, the next step is to create clear goals. A confused mind generates confused results. Therefore, the more specific your goals are, the easier they will be to achieve. Define what you want to accomplish with clarity. Ask yourself, what do I really want for my life in 2025? What are my main goals for the next year? Clear and well-defined goals are essential to stay focused and achieve what you desire. Now that you have clarity about who you are, what you want, and how you can act to achieve your goals, it's time to bring those desires to life. To manifest what you want, you need to act with confidence and consistency. It's not enough just to dream. You have to take action. Start with visualization. Close your eyes and imagine what your life will be like in 2025, living exactly the way you want. Where are you? Who's around you? How do you feel? The more vivid this visualization is, the easier it will be to take actions to make that image a reality. Visualization is a powerful tool, but remember that manifestation only happens with action. Action must be constant. Start with small steps every day. Small daily actions, repeated over time, generate big results. Daily discipline, often overlooked, is the secret to achieving any goal. Don't underestimate the power of the small victories you achieve each day. They are the building blocks that will form your success. Another key element in the process of prosperity is gratitude. When you practice gratitude, you create a field of positive energy around you, which attracts more good things. Gratitude is like the foundation that supports the entire transformation process. As Lou Holtz said, gratitude is the only attitude that has the power to turn challenges into opportunities. Being thankful for everything you've already accomplished aligns you with abundance and prepares you to receive even more. A practical tip to help keep your goals visible and present every day is to create a vision board. Place images and words that represent the goals you want to achieve in 2025. Put this board in a place where you can see it often, so it serves as a constant reminder of what you're creating for your future. Lastly, remember, prospering in 2025 isn't about luck or external factors beyond your control. True prosperity comes from within. It lies in self-awareness, mental clarity, and the ability to manifest what you truly desire. And the best part is, all of this is already within you, waiting to be activated. Believe in your potential. Take control of your life and make 2025 the best year of your journey. You are the architect of your destiny. Everything you need to transform your life is already in your hands. If this video inspired you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it right now. Write in the comments what goal you want to manifest in 2025. Let's build a community of people ready to grow and prosper together, making their dreams a reality.